Let's analyze together the latest uptrend of quantum computing. Will it continue?
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Wow, very interesting. Look at that rocket right there. Three
Wow.
consecutive green candles with a lot of volume. You can see right there we're using volume candles. The bigger the candle, the bigger the volume. Look at that. Very interesting. The question for you guys, do you think the breakout of this level could happen, or will we see a retracement from that level as we saw during past price action in this stock? What do you think? Up or down from here? Let us know in the comments.
And remember to subscribe to TradingHD to watch more content like this. And I gotta tell you guys, look at that 6,000% for those who bought the stock back in July 2024. I mean, that's hard as hell, you know. I mean, if you want to try it, it's impossible to do it unless you know what you're doing. And especially when I mean what you're doing, is like you understand what's happening behind the company and the fundamentals and everything, and assessing the risk as well and the latest downtrend, which is insane. It started back in April 2024, so it's very difficult to buy at that particular level, and we're talking about 0.38. A different thing that would be is like the breakout at 0.78. That's a super breakout, and that's easier to see indeed, Enrique.
Yeah, exactly. That 10 analysis right there was key. The breakout of that trend line right there. We also had like a lower one, sorry, right here. And after the breakout of those two, you can see like the price started to go higher. It got like a little bit of doubt right here during these first days of November. But from there, it started to skyrocket. It only had this correction right here of minus, well, the percentage is huge, minus 50% more or less. But we have this huge uptrend, so the percentages are volatile as you mentioned earlier. And then we have a second one right here, like a range or a type of period when the price wasn't moving higher, minus 30 something percent. And from there, this price skyrocketed another, let's see the exact percentage, wow, 240% more or less. So very interesting, this last price action. You know, we are talking about the last months. This is when all this happened. Maybe we have some information that could be related with this price action. But if you have more information, please share it with us below in the comments. Why do you think this is happening? And the most important thing, do you think this could continue or not?
Yeah, exactly. Enrique, what is happening right now with this stock? Because we've seen like this incredible upturn, and actually we're watching the volume candles, which means that all this
Mhm.
upturn has been completely insane in comparison to previous trading activity. So what's going on right now, Enrique?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and we have some key facts right here. Let's read them. I don't know if you have them in the screen on screen.
Yeah, I have them right here.
So the first one, and maybe you have heard about it if you are watching this company, that NASA contract. This stock was awarded a contract by NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, causing a 40% surge in its stock's price in a single day. We don't know exactly which day was that, so please share with us in the comments, and if you have more information about it. Obviously, this information with these types of companies, when they have those collaborations and all that, they tend to surge in the price, because when a bigger company trust a smaller company. We saw that with Sound stock and the relation with Nvidia also.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing. Obviously, the fundamentals are gonna play a key factor as well here, because right now the company is in losses. But obviously, with this incredible contract, that could change in the near quarters. You know, the coming quarters.
yeah. Then we have also technological advancements. Of course, we have very interesting information about the company securing its first order for thin film niobium. We don't know what's that, but we think it's something important in this sector. We are not experts in that. You know, with the breakthrough of quantum computing, a strong financial performance with this third quarter impressive results. Then we have the market potential of this quantum computing market. We will have to see how it develops. Also, do you think this will be hype, or do you think this will be based on reality? Let us know that in the comments. Also, the industry partnerships. Then we have the inclusion in Amazon's initiative, another big company right there. So very important to see those names. And then we have overall market enthusiasm around the quantum computing sector. So as we mentioned, we are not experts in this. This is the information that we have. If you have more or a different one, please share it with us below. And how do you see the current situation from quantum computing?
Yeah, this is completely insane. You know, when we're talking about like the all the news, this is good, but obviously we have to go to the fundamentals to assess if this is like correlated with the current fundamentals of the company. You know, all this news. So if we go to the analysis and we actually, I'm gonna load the net income right here, and this is important, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, if the company is in losses, investors pay the bill. And actually, in the past, it has been that way. You can clearly see this minus 3 million, minus 4 million, minus 7 million, 7 again, 8 millions. And during this downtrend, bigger losses every time. The price of the stock has been going down deeper, So that's correlating, that's completely correlated. The price action with the net income. But here it's completely different. With this piece of news, which is insane, the price action skyrocket, but the fundamentals are still there. And the fundamentals are signaling like a minus 5 million, So considering that, the price should be, trading according to the past should be trading around $1, and right now it's trading at 24.
It's a very interesting price movement right there. And with these last earnings that have the positive surprise factor in the earnings, but not for the revenue. We weren't watching this stock when this happened. Subscriber shared this with us, so we can talk about it in Train HTSO and we can share it with you. So were you trading this stock when this happened? Please share it in the comments below. Do you know if that were as good earnings as we saw with those news, or what is your opinion about it? And it's very interesting to notice that we have all this bullish, we could say, information, but also looking at the other side, we have one forecast. Remember, 1 year price forecast from a Wall Street analyst, and it's offering this minus 63%, more or less, So, wow. Why is that also, guys? Please share with us your forecast if you have a different one.
Well, and the EPS right here, like we have an estimate for minus 0.05, which means obviously the company is going to perform better, in terms of fundamentals. But obviously that's the estimate. Then we need to see the reported. So obviously this is the estimate, and look at the estimate right here in the revenue as well, which is contradicting, because the revenue is going to fall, but the EPS is going to increase. That's maybe because of the contract.
And we only have one analyst right there. So what is your opinion for this? How do you see the forecast for the price target, the EPS, the revenue, and in the price action section also? And being that said, let's go back to the chart. So we can see from our past video, one of our subscribers shared with us very interesting information. As you know, we read all your comments, and when we have more time as now, we want to share it with you so you can debate and see very interesting information. We have it right there. Can you see that, Alvaro?
Let me load the comment right there. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, from Archie Manning, JR, thank you for your comment a lot. We already replied to you, but we're going to read it right here. It's worth looking into EMKR, another stock. They are advanced photonic experts, providing critical optical components and precision systems that align with quantum communication and sensing needs, positioning them to benefit as quantum computing technology expands. Hope you do a video on them soon before they get mainstream attention and start to take off. Huge potential. So thanks for the recommendation right there. We will take a look at that. So to see what's going on. As we mentioned, we are not experts, but in Trend HTSO, we like to talk about the most popular stocks and those that our subscribers recommend us. So we will take a look at that. And then we have a second comment right there. Go with that, Alvaro.
Yeah, we have like a QUBT is not a real quantum computing company. They just keep changing their business model every 10 to 20 years. QBTS is a much better investment with even more upside. And actually, I'm gonna take a look at that, Enrique, because I'm curious about that company.
Yeah, I have them saved right there in the watch list. You can see QBTS. Let's go with that. Thanks for the comment, by the way. Thanks for saying your opinion. And if you have a different one, please share it in the comments below so we can start that debate right there.
Yeah, we have it's very similar.
Yeah, very similar. The chart in the past is different, but you can see during this last month, it has been skyrocketing also.
Yeah, and we're talking about 1,000% in comparison to the 6,000% of the other company. But yeah, similar results. And if we go to the income, for me, the most important factor, wow, we have deeper losses right here. So that's interesting, in terms of that.
Very similar. I mean, the market cap is very similar for both. QBTS is 2.83 billion, and quantum computing right now is 2.81. So more or less the same.
Yeah, the important thing here, guys, is the net income, and obviously you may think about the business model and how they grow, but then the reality kicks in, you know. The reality is the net income. It's the most important factor. I mean, if you see Tesla at the beginning, I remember Tesla was trading sideways with a lot of volatility because at that time they were in losses, you know. And every time they had like a good quarter, the stock skyrocketed, and then when they had a bad quarter, the stock started to go down like crazy. And we're talking about minus 50%. So obviously there is a correlation. That sometimes there is like a thing that is happening right now, you know, like this when there is hype, everything is completely disconnected from reality. But that's when you need to be like more cautious, you know, like because you can face a lot of risk involved.
It's very interesting to see this price action, but of course, as usual, profit is there, but also the risk. So make sure you know what you're doing. And with this stock, we have a forecast, very interesting also. QBTS, we have 7 analysts, so 6 more than with quantum computing, and they are all also in the negative side with a minimum of minus 81%. The average minus 74%, sorry, 64%, and the maximum minus 27%. So as usual, take the information, do with it what you think, and let us know in the comments your own opinion. That's why we want to know. Why do you think it? What do you think it's going to happen or could happen, and the reasons behind it?
Thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next video. Subscribe.
Let's go train HT. Have a nice week. Take care.